and everything. Yeah,
And you saw
yeah,
my pictures?
yeah. And I just called my sister, and they were saying, yeah, that's you is the father and all.
Oh my
all
God.
those,
Oh my
all
God.
this stuff. They say how much you look like me.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry about your mother, man.
Yeah, she
What did she pass from?
well, I don't know. Well, I have she passed away from complications of HIV/AIDS and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
which I have a theory of how she contracted. Well, she used to be heavy into drugs and stuff. I don't know if you know, but she used to be heavy into drugs.
That was after we broke up and everything.
Yeah.
Our lives got kind of separated. I went down south, and from there she went completely downhill.
Yeah.
I know. Well, every time I kept on coming back to New York, I kept on trying to find her,
Right.
and no one said she moved to North South. She moved down south, and she moved back, and it's just like we just kept on missing each other.
Right.
So they told me one time that she had lost her memory.
Yeah, that was in the later stages. Because I had actually I had left New York when I was 12 and went to Alabama. With
Right.
my great grandmother and
Your
everything.
grandmother. Right.
Right. So I went there, lived there, and then my uncle Willie. I don't know if you met him before, but he lived in St. Louis. So he actually came down to Alabama to get me to live with him in St. Louis and stuff like that. And I was living with him for a couple of years or what have you. Then, um, me being a teenager, he had just recently got married and had a son, and I was a big problem, because I was a teenager, acting like a regular teenager and stuff. So I ended up being placed in foster care. So after staying with him, I grew up in foster care and stuff, and everything. But in that process, I had found my mother. She had, actually when I graduated, they had surprised me and they brought her up and everything like that. And she came to my graduation and everything. And then that's when she, after graduation, we sat down and we was talking. And that's when she told me that, she was like, well, I got something to tell you, but I really can't tell you because I don't know how you're going to react. And I'm thinking she's saying that she pregnant and, I'm like, I'm the only child. So yeah, I'm happy. Just tell me, But then she was like, well, no, I got, HIV. And I was like, I said, well, I don't know too much about it right now, but I said, we just going to get through it together.
Yeah.
So then after that, she went back to Alabama and hadn't heard from her. We were talking like off and on, hadn't heard from her, anything like that. And so I had got a phone call one day, and it was like, your mother is calling you. She's in the hospital, and she's just calling your name. She's calling your name, and she want to see you. So then when I went down there to the hospital, she was like a skeleton. Like literally, the doctor said that she ain't gonna make it over the weekend. But after she saw me, she started like getting better and stuff. And so I told the people at the hospital, I said, I got to get her out of here. I said, I need to bring her back to St. Louis, where the services were better.
Right.
So I moved up to St. Louis, checked her into this place that, help people that have HIV and stuff. And, her spirits got high, her T cell count and everything went back up. She started looking better. And, she the place that she was living at, she met somebody else who was also, had HIV and stuff, and they ended up getting married and all that kind of stuff. And so after that, she lived like I said about a good 2 3 years after that, and I think she got back into using drugs and stuff, if I'm not mistaken, because the dude that she married, he had a drug issue as well. So I think they ended up getting back into that, and then I was at work one day and they called me and they was like, no, she really getting ready to like get out of here now. So that's when I ran to the hospital and stuff, and she died right there. So, but yeah, she was at one point she was losing her mind. Going back to what you were saying, yeah, because it just started really affecting her brain and stuff. So
I'm so sorry.
yeah, so that's it was really hard with dealing with that, but like I tell people now, I work in the field of HIV prevention, and I've been doing that for over 15 years. As a matter of fact, ever since she told me about it, I was volunteering at different places and stuff. So, it just made me take on a cause that's really serious. So, and I probably wouldn't have done it if it wasn't, taking care of her and everything. So, you know.
I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you.
No, pops, you
I
good.
was just young, man.
I mean, I miss you. I always thought about you, and I always said I was gonna find you. I just didn't know it was gonna be this soon.
I'm so sorry. I won't make it up, man.
I mean, I love you. I have nothing against you. I love you, man, for real, from the bottom of my heart.
I love you too.
I really do. Cause I said before, I said, God forbid if anything should happen to me. I said, just please let me find my father first, cause I want to see him.
I'm so sorry I wasn't there, man. I'm just sorry. I didn't mean for all this to happen like this. I was just young and it just something to happen.
Yeah,
I'm just sorry.
and I understand. I really do. That's why I don't hold anything against you because I used to feel bitter just about like how I grew up and stuff being in foster care. But I said I can't harbor hatred like that because I done lost too many friends and I know people who haven't still like had that void in their life. And I said I refuse to live like that. I said either you gonna sit around and being petty and stuff or you gonna get up and do something about it. And man, I've been trying to find you. I like paid like the little search thing, like the
Yeah, I did the
people
same
search,
thing.
peoplesearch.com. I went on there when I was in high school and I paid money to pull up different listings of, one thing I did find about which my mom told me, when I asked her about you, she said, I don't know where he at, but she said, I heard that he moved to North Carolina and got married and he got 2 kids and stuff.
Yeah, I
I,
do. I used to come to New York just for a week and just look for you for the whole entire week. I just asked and walked around and try to find all the old people.
yeah,
And I just couldn't find you. But I've been doing that for over 20 some years now.
I know.
And it just got to one point where I just said, man, I just cannot find my son. And I just didn't know what to do. So,
But I'm here. I'm well. I'm healthy, as you can see by the pics.
yeah, I gotta put my picture up there. Normally you don't put no picture. I don't believe in Facebook and all the other stuff, man.
Yeah.
I just got on there last week.
Wow. And I just made my profile like a month ago because I have another profile because I'm kind of popular in the club scene and stuff as an MC on the microphone. So I have my name, my other name, and so I was like, man, I said I need to go ahead and create my a Facebook for my real name. As soon as I did that, I'm telling you, everybody started hitting me up and everything.
Yeah, Anthony called me and I was sleeping. He was telling me I saw your son and everything. He's looking for you and stuff like that. Call me back and stuff. So I called him back and said, look, man, don't play with me like that because you know how serious I was about it. He said, no, I found where he's been looking for you and stuff. Because see, I came down to know everything. I'm healthy. I finished school, went to college, and, played music, had a good life.
Right.
And that's how I met your mother. I met your mother playing music. She was more like, what you call those people that just follow bands around all the time?
Like a groupie.
Groupie. Yeah. And so, when she, I would just tell you the truth. Your mother was real nice, but, she was easy to be taken advantage of.
Right.
And
Especially with
when I met her, she
that
was a
long pretty
gorgeous young
hair.
lady. Huh?
I said, especially with that long pretty hair and stuff.
Yeah, she was a one gorgeous young girl. And when I met her and everything, we fell in love for a moment. And then, from so many people telling me about, this and this and that. And then the next thing you know, you popped up. It just scared everything. Because my friend was just got me into college, and I took over the band, and it was just like everything was just happening at one time. And so at first I denied everything. Back then they didn't have too much of different tests. We just had the same blood and everything, A positive and everything. So, and when I finally came to grips with it and said, okay, I went to your grandfather's house, and your grandfather put a double barrel shotgun to my head, told me I better not never bring my butt around again.
Oh, Ralph did that?
Huh?
Ralph did that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when you lived in Inwood,
Right.
down in Cedarhurst or something like
And
that.
Cedarhurst, right. And Cedar at the temple.
Right, at the temple.
Right.
And I went upstairs, I bought a whole big giant bag full of clothes, Pampers, and everything, and he put a gun to my head and told me that he better not never see my face again.
Wow.
He did all right, man. They came to the house when it first happened, and Wanda was young, I was young, and they were saying it was mine, and I kept on saying no, and everything. And when she got with me, she wasn't with anybody else.
Right.
We stayed together. I mean, she wasn't with anybody else. They used to say that she was fast and everything, but once she got with me, she stopped everything. Um, she just was a very timid young person.
Right.
She just wanted to be in that type of life, and a lot of us did certain things because our wishes to be in a certain type of life. The entertainment business was booming.
Right.
All that